What's up guys, I'm back here with another video, and I am pretty late to this, but better late than never. So I am today looking at the Avengers Doomsday sets that have officially been revealed, and I actually think I have a different take to these sets than a lot of people. I've seen a lot of discourse online, a lot of people hating on them, but I actually really kind of like them. It kind of takes me back to when I was 16, getting the sets for the films before they came out. So let's take a look at all the sets. We have 4 sets in total. We have Lego 76345, which is £44.99 in the UK, and I will look at other prices from other territories in a bit, and it also contains 379 pieces. Then we have 76347, which is £54.99, and it contains 433 pieces. 76348, £89.99, 846 pieces, and 76352, £99.99, 954 pieces. Now, as I said, we will look at all of these in depth, and I will have more prices for other territories as well. But as I'm from the UK, that is the baseline that I'm using right now. So we have 4 sets in this line, and I'm excited to even get 4 sets. That's pretty cool. I mean, a lot of the films recently haven't had 4 sets. We've just had like 1 or 2. I mean, Fantastic Four, we got 1. Captain America: Brave New World, we got 1. Spider-Man: Brand New Day, we got 3, but one of them was a buildable figure, so I don't really count that. Like, I don't know. But everyone, as a lot of you will know if you followed my channel, I am on a journey of getting every single set based in the MCU. I love the MCU as a film buff, and I love Lego, and I love recreating the scenes, and it's been a journey. I got a lot when I was younger. I didn't grow out of Lego, but I sort of stopped buying Lego for a bit. I feel like there's like a bit when you go to high school and you're like, oh yeah, I don't want to buy Lego anymore. And I realized in my 20s, actually, I love that, and I got back into it. So anyway, nonetheless, let's take a look at Lego 76345, which is the Doctor Doom bust. Now, this is £44.99 in the UK, £49.99 in Europe, £49.99 in the US, £69.99 in Canada, and £89.99 in Australia. It is an 18 plus set, has 379 pieces, and is releasing on the 1st of September 2026. So this set is actually coming before all the others, and it's intriguing to me that it's 18 plus, because really there's nothing about the build that says to me this needs to be 18 plus. There's nothing sort of like too difficult. It's 379 pieces. It's not like a lot of pieces, so it is strange to me that it's 18 plus. But if we take a look at it, this is the set. It's not one that I particularly would buy if I wasn't trying to get every set from the MCU, and I probably will still leave this. I mean, like, I'm gonna get it at some point, I just probably won't get it. Like, I've not got any of the Iron Man busts or the Spider-Man busts. They're just not for me. I get that some people like them. I just think, like, when I can have the minifigure, why do I want the large version? You know what I mean? But I think it looks nice. The build looks nice, at least. I think it's, you know, it's okay. I don't know if that head is like a printed piece, or if it's like, it looks like a built piece, but is that printed? It looks printed. I would hate that to be a sticker. I like, there's some nice things here. The colors are great. It looks like Doctor Doom, obviously. The cape across the head is cool. And there's some great pieces that have been used to create different sort of angles and stuff. And if we take a look at the lower base, obviously you've got the Marvel Doctor Doom printed piece there, which I like that they give you that. I kind of wish they did Doctor Doom in, like, I don't know, if they had like the logo of Avengers Doomsday or something. And I do like those sort of iron ingot pieces, just creating his sort of like suit at the torso. I think that's really, really cool, with the chain going across as well. So I do think that's really cool. Just for me personally, this is not a set that I will be buying, yeah, off the bat. And it does come with one minifigure, which is Doctor Doom, and he is in every single set, I believe, in this line. So you will not be able to not get Doctor Doom if you get one of these sets. Like, you will definitely have him. I believe there's 2 versions, but I'm trying to figure out where the different version is. I believe I read there's 2 versions, but I'm trying to figure it out. I think there must be a very slight difference, but let's take a look at this minifigure. So this minifigure I do think is really good. This is a really good minifigure. There's so much detail, and I love detail on a minifigure. I think it's awesome when we get a lot of detail. We've even got arm printing, on the side, and that printing looks so cool, and it's different. It looks different on both sides. I think I can see arm printing on the other side, and it looks different. I can't get there's not a good angle of that, but I think it is different on both sides. The torso looks great as well. I'm loving sort of the detail on the, as I'm seeing now though, on the chain and the two circle pieces, that star sort of shape and sort of the other shape on the other side, they're not on the actual bust, which is frustrating now that I'm seeing that. But anyway, I'm loving the detail on the torso. The face looks great. It looks great. I'm loving that we're getting a Doctor Doom MCU version, live action version, like film version. That's really cool to see. Obviously, he's been in the comic version. If we take a look at the legs, he's got printing all the way from the legs down to the feet. They are not dual molded legs though. I don't think they needed to be though. And yeah, I think it just fleshes out the suit. It's really cool. I like it. So that is the Doom bust. Again, not my favourite. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Let's move on to now 76347, which is the Avengers Doomsday Quinjet. This one I'm really excited for. This is $54.99 in the UK, $59.99 in Europe, $59.99 in the US, $84.99 in Canada, and $99.99 in Australia. It is 9+ and has 433 pieces. This one releases on the 4th of October 2026. So this is a pretty cool one. I quite like this. People were hating on it. I get that we don't want another Quinjet, but also I like that we've got a new version. It is small. I'll give it that. It is small. 433 pieces, and that price is insane. $54.99 is crazy. But obviously I'm going to get it. That is a crazy price. So this comes with minifigures, Doctor Doom, Cyclops, Captain America, and The Thing. And I am so excited to get a live-action Cyclops minifigure. Like, we've got an X-Men 97 version, but this is a live-action Cyclops from the original X-Men films as well. As we know, James Marsden is coming back. That is so cool to get. Not too fussed about Doctor Doom. Of course, you can get him all the other sets. Captain America is cool, but we've had him Brave New World, and we'll take a look at that figure later, and I'll tell you why I'm not that excited for that. The Thing is cool. The Thing is cool. We got him in Fantastic Four. This is another chance to get him, and he does actually have a different torso this time, which is awesome to get. But let's take a look at the set itself, and I do like the ship. I like the colours are slightly different. I mean, I'm enjoying the red that's planted throughout. I think that looks cool, and I like that the New Avengers logo is on there as well. Literally New Avengers, as that is their name, I think now, the New Avengers. And this is like a look at the back of the ship, and you can just see Cyclops running out there. I like the sort of blue translucent studs they've used. They're always finding different ways. I can see there's a stickered piece there. It doesn't look like there's many sticker pieces. I think the Avengers logo is a sticker piece though. I wish that was printed, but I don't think LEGO are ever going to give us that. There's a few sticker pieces, but I'm not too fussed really. It does look small. It doesn't look like there's any interior space at all. Which is like annoying, but it's fine. I like that the wings clip up, but again, that's pretty average now for a LEGO set. As you can see, there is Cyclops in the cockpit there, so you can fit a minifigure inside, and there is a little stickered piece. I believe that could be printed, actually, on the front of the transparent sort of cockpit head there. I do like the shaping, like the angles and stuff they've used, the different pieces they're using do look really cool. And then we have inside, we have the cockpit. Inside there is, I believe, a sticker piece of just the New Avengers logo and sort of the very detailed look at the sort of the programming and the controls for the ship, which, do they usually do this detail look? I don't think they do. Like, usually, don't they usually just use the normal, like, printed piece one that they use for the Star Wars ones? I don't know. Like, I've never seen one this detailed. And then there's, like, another sticker piece on the bottom as well with all the control panel. I think that's cool. If there's nothing else, right, that adds something at least. And as you can see, the back does lift up as the picture shows us, and so does the cockpit head. And as you can see, there's Cyclops sat in there. One thing I did want to point out, which I really like, is the way they've used it. So for the, like, I guess it's like the control pad, they've used like almost like a droid arm piece attached to is that like a sausage piece? I can't really see very well. And then attached to a red stud, which then attaches to the, like, it looks like a controller pad. Like, that is really awesome. I love that. Instead of using the steering wheel or something or other that they usually use, I thought that was a really, really cool way of doing that. I really love that, and I really wanted to point that out. And let's see the minifigures now. So moving on to the minifigures, Again, I'm just gonna go through Doctor Doom really quick because we have Doctor Doom. I think this is the same one as the bust, but if someone, it's not. This is the reason. So this one doesn't have the arm printing, which is crazy. So if you want the arm printing, you have to get the bust. That's wild. I've just noticed that. Yeah, you have to get the bust to get the arm printing. That's crazy from Lego. In my opinion, that is crazy. Damn, that is crazy from Lego. I wish that didn't happen. It doesn't make sense to me why you'd put the one with the arm printing in the bust and not the rest. I guess, do they know the bust is going to sell less? I don't know, but other than that, the minifigure is the exact same, but that's crazy. Moving on to Cyclops, and oh my god, it looks so good. I love it. The suit looks so cool. Like an X-Men superhero in live action Lego form, if that makes sense. This is so cool. He's got such good detail on the torso. I love the little X-Men logo. The detail runs down to the legs. There's no like boot printing, bit frustrating, but you know what? I'm just excited he's even here. I think it looks so cool. I love his hair. His hair looks great. His visor looks awesome. The facial expression works perfectly. Yeah, great minifigure. Then moving on to Captain America Sam Wilson. It's a good minifigure. I believe it's the exact same torso as Brave New World. We'll take a closer look at them side by side in a second. But there is leg printing, which is nice, which we didn't get for the Brave New World set. There is leg printing and feet printing, and it is dual molded legs, which is awesome to get dual molded legs for him as well with printing. He looks great. There's not been much of him in the trailer, I don't believe, so this is cool to see him in a set. He also does come with his own buildable wings, which are completely different, I think, this time than the Brave New World set. I don't actually have a picture of them, but yeah, he does come with those as well. Then moving on to the Thing. Again, dual molded legs. Awesome that we're getting dual molded legs for the Thing. That is cool. I'm personally, like, everyone wants a big fig for the Thing, and I agree. I don't know why we're not getting a big fig. I know he's, like, not as big as Hulk, but it still just looks so clunky to me. It looks so clunky and weird. He just looks so clunky and weird with his, like, hands and the big head thing. It just doesn't look right to me, but nonetheless, I'll take it, I guess. I'm glad, like, this is another chance for people to get the Thing. So if we take a look at Sam Wilson, aka Captain America, from his Avengers Doomsday minifigure and his Captain America Brave New World minifigure. So I don't know if he comes with a helmet in the Avengers Doomsday set. He did in the Brave New World set. I'm assuming he will, as he has the same facial expression, but I don't know. It's hard to tell. He's got the same, like, not the same facial expression in terms of like his Brave New World one has like the stuff below the mask on it. But I don't know, like, the visor works for under the mask. So I'm not sure. I'm hoping we do, but also it's not a big deal if we don't, as we did get it in Brave New World's minifigure form. So this is the deal, is we didn't get any leg printing on the Brave New World minifigure, which is fine at the time, you know, was what it was. But we did get it on the Doomsday minifigure, as I said before, but it is the same torso, I believe. I mean, it's the same torso. It's definitely the same torso. I'm trying to see if there's any difference. I think one just looks brighter. It might just be the picture, but it's definitely the same torso, which is a bit frustrating. It's the same torso, but also makes sense as that set came out not too long ago. But if we take a look now at the Thing, the minifigure for the Thing, the Avengers Doomsday one, and the Fantastic Four First Steps one. So, of course, we've got one set for Fantastic Four. This is the first time we're getting him with his actual Rocky torso, which is really cool. I like that. We're getting that. Again, it would have been better as a big fig, but nonetheless, I just think the hands are so clunky. Like, they're so weird. They're weird and clunky. We're also getting new legs for him. So this is like a completely brand new minifigure, except for the facial expression, which is the exact same facial expression, which I wish we got a different one. I wish we got a different facial expression. It's so frustrating, especially as I don't believe he comes with two, which would have been nice if we could get a new one in this set. But anyway, we didn't. Yeah, kind of annoying, but there you go. Next up, we have 76348 Epic Battle Avengers Doomsday. This is $89.99 in the UK, $99.99 in Europe, $99.99 in the US, $139.99 in Canada, and $149.99 in Australia. This one is 9+, has 846 pieces, and also releases the 4th of October. This set, again, just looks so cool. This is probably one of my favorite. I actually love all three, I can't lie. This is probably one of my favorites though. It looks so cool. This is in similar vein to the Fantastic Four set, with a giant buildable figure and just figures around it, minifigures around it. This is the box. Looks incredible. It looks awesome. So the minifigures we're getting with this is again Doctor Doom, Thor, Mr. Fantastic, Mystique, Nightcrawler, and Magneto. We actually get 3 of the Fantastic Four in these sets, but we don't get Vanessa Kirby, which is weird, right? We don't get Sue Storm. It's really weird that they've done that, but nonetheless, again, the minifigures in this are just crazy, crazy good. Here's the back of the box, again showing some little playability features. This one does have some really cool stuff on it. I mean, I love that you can just attach all the minifigures around it. I think it looks really cool for displayability, which I do. I display all my sets. I think that will look awesome if someone has like a world where they're trying to recreate the MCU world in Lego form. I love that at the top here, you've got sort of all the different colors, the pink and the purple. There's a load of sticker pieces, but they add a bit more texture to it. They look really cool. The buildable figure itself looks awesome. I think it's fully fleshed out all around. The head looks so cool, using those sort of clippy pieces on the top of the head, and that's a printed piece for the head as well. Just looks so good, adding that extra detail. I love that. And then obviously you've got the Avengers Doomsday printed piece sign there, and again this goes on one of those plates, which is awesome. And I love at the bottom of it, you've got the little bricks as well, so it's almost, and a mini, sort of a mini city. It almost looks like Vegas in a way. It's not, but it looks like it. So it's kind of like the scale of him is so massive. And I do think the scale is awesome. I really, really like that we have a sign for Xavier's School for Gifted Strangers, or whatever it says. That looks really, really cool. I'm glad we got that. That's a really cool addition. And the arm as well, the mechanical arm that's come off looks so awesome. Like, how awesome is that? I love that they've added like little details, and the stickers there with like little damage as well. You got Mystique with the gun on top of it. Looks so, so cool. And you have Doctor Doom here that has these like giant green just fingers coming out, and I love that translucent green like piece. Is that brand new, or is that a buildable piece? That looks awesome. I love it. It looks great. As well, you can see here that you get 2 heads, so you actually get the damaged head and you get a fixed head, which is really awesome. Not a fixed head, rather the original head of the Sentinel, which is awesome. I think it looks great. I'm glad that you can swap those out as well, making it easy. That's really cool. And the damaged head looks so awesome. It's got half the plates as well, and I just love they've used the sausage piece and they've used the 2 sort of thang pieces just to create that sort of like electrical damage, which, oh, it looks so good. I actually think it looks so good. People are not giving it enough credit for what it is. It looks so cool. Here are all the minifigures. So obviously, as I said, Doctor Doom, Thor, Mr. Fantastic, Mystique, Nightcrawler, and Magneto. And again, Doctor Doom, not going to go over him. He's the same, but without arm printing. Thor, I believe this is a brand new minifigure. I wish they'd stop giving him the grey hair and the beard. It really frustrates me. I wish he'd have just got a new face print for this, but he didn't. I like the hair. You know, Thor is fine. They've gone for a plastic cape this time, which is weird. They've gone for a plastic cape for Thor and not for Doctor Doom. I don't know if it's to do with the fact that he's got, I guess it's because he's got the shoulder pads on, but I don't know, still kind of weird. But I like his leg printing and his torso printing. Mr. Fantastic actually this time comes with long legs. So before he came with studs, well, like a buildable block that you had to attach to his legs, and they were so annoying in the Fantastic Four set. They kept coming off because they were so flimsy. I will show you that in a sec. It was so annoying. But I'm glad we have him again, but he's actually pretty similar to the Fantastic Four set, which is really frustrating. Mystique, so cool to get her in Lego form. So cool. Look at that set. So good. It's that minifigure. I'm just lost for words. I'm actually so excited. She looks so awesome. Oh my god, the torso looks great. The legs look great. The face looks great. The hair looks great. Interestingly, the hair is not what we saw in the trailer. Not too bothered by that, because obviously this is a massive film and Lego only gets told certain things. So I'm glad that they were even allowed to include her. Maybe the hair originally was like that and then they edited it. I'm not sure. But she looks so awesome. I love the color. It looks great. Great, great, great minifigure. I love it. Nightcrawler, again, so cool to get him in a set. Obviously made his debut in X2. Oh, it looks so cool. I don't like that his tail, has blue, obviously he's got a blue tail, but I wish they could have colored the bit that attaches to his legs black. It kind of separates the torso and the legs for me, and I really wish they hadn't done that, because everything else is so good. Again, the hair is so good, the face is so good. Oh, it's so good. I think that's a recolor of Lord of the Rings. At least it's got the Lord of the Rings ears on, like, ear mold on the hair. It looks so awesome. The printing on the legs and the torso is great. I wish they hadn't done that with the tail. And Magneto. Is this our first live action Magneto minifigure? I believe it is. I think it is. And how good does he look? Ian McKellen has a Magneto minifigure. He looks awesome. Again, he's got the plastic cape. Looks great. The helmet looks insanely good. I love the colors. Love the facial expression. Looks awesome. And if we take a look at Mr. Fantastic's minifigure from Avengers Doomsday and in the Fantastic Four sets, here you can see he didn't have the long legs in Fantastic Four, and you did have to put on these sort of these buildable bricks and attach them to his legs, which did make his legs longer than they actually would be with the long legs. But they were so frustrating. They actually frustrated me so much because they kept coming off. So you can see here, he has got a new facial expression, which is nice. So he actually now has stubble instead of a full-on beard, which I am happy about. I think a lot of people, when the Fantastic Four set came out, were like, oh, why has he got like a full beard? And I really like that. He's got stubble now. And I think the face actually looks more like Pedro Pascal than the original did. I didn't dislike the original, but I think it actually looks better. They've fixed the hair. He has dark brown hair instead of black hair, which I'm really happy about. And I love the facial expression. It's a cool smirk. He does have the same torso, which is, frustrating considering the Thing got a new one. But it's fine. I'm guessing he does wear the same suit in the film, so it's fine. And as for the legs, they are plain. I wish they weren't plain. I get why, because they're large. Okay, I get why, because they've given him the long legs and they don't want to print on the long legs. But it's just annoying. I wish his suit was fleshed out. But yeah. So that is Mr. Fantastic. Then we get to Lego set 76352. The final set in the line, which is Avengers Doomsday New Avengers Tower. And a lot of people hate this one. A lot of people hate this one. This one is £99 in the UK, £109.99 in Europe, £109.99 in the US, £154.99 in Canada, £179.99 in Australia. It's 12 plus, has 954 pieces, and releases the 4th of October 2026. So let's take a look at this set. This is the box art, which I think looks really awesome. As you can see, we get a lot of minifigures in this one as well. Doctor Doom, of course, Yelena, Bucky Barnes, aka the Winter Soldier, Red Guardian, Human Torch, and Sentry. So we're actually getting a lot of the new Avengers in this, which I'm really happy about, because we didn't get a Thunderbolt set, and I love Thunderbolts as a film. I thought it was brilliant, and I really wanted some minifigures from that, but we didn't get them. This is the back of the box, and as you can see, there is actually a few playability features, and there is actually a lot of rooms in the set. There's 4 levels of the tower, which I think for a set of this size is pretty good. The set itself looks awesome, I think. I actually think it looks awesome. People hate it. People hate the shape. But the Avengers Tower has changed shape. You have to remember that. It has changed shape. I think there's some stuff in here that's really good to take away from this. I mean, I love the top. I love the different use of the blues and the translucent blue, sort of the turquoise and the greys, and the pieces they've used to create angles look awesome. The greater pieces as well look awesome. Yeah, I think this looks really cool. Obviously, you've got Doctor Doom there coming off of the transparent piece that you can attach to have all the minifigures sort of flying and doing whatnot. Yeah, I really like those greater pieces, and that white greater piece. I don't know if that's a brand new piece with the holes in across the front there, but that looks awesome too. If we go down, you can see there's Sentry there, and the brand new buildable Avengers logo there as well, which I do have a slight gripe about that. I think it's got more red in it in the film. Like, it looks more red. I think they've just used brown behind it. I wish they'd used a bit more, like maybe just one light red. But, beggars can't be choosers, I guess. I do like the build, though. The build looks cool. The build does look cool for that. Then we go down to the bottom. You can see Bucky and Red Guardian there. And you can see on the door, authorized access as well. I love the use of the different bricks they've used. You can see they've used the brick piece, but the backwards, just to create the texturing next to the door. I think that's awesome. The different kind of studs. They've got the flat studs and then the normal studs. I just think the different uses really has created a cool texture. People hate it, but I actually kind of like it. And you can see there's a fire hydrant on one side, and then we have rubbish on another side. And there is actually a slot for 2 holes. Now, this is interesting because Lego and Marvel, a lot of the time, you are able to connect it to another set. So this is interesting if they've added this here just so we can connect it to the Spider-Man sets or whatever, or if we could connect it to potentially another set that's coming. It's probably just to connect to the Spider-Man sets, like probably the DODC that they just released or something like that. But still, I don't know. You never know with Lego. You never know, do you? Let's take a look inside the set. And I do also want to mention on the top, the building on the top, I really like the stuff on there. That's more detailed than I would expect. That looks really cool on the top of the tower. And we do also have a playable feature with Doctor Doom kicking out from his escape. That must be able to come off. I don't know if there's like an actual lever for that, though. It doesn't look like there's a lever that you just kind of take it off. So I guess playability isn't as great as it could be. But I guess, I don't know. And I'm worried that's going to be flimsy if you just push it off. But anyway, if we go down, you can see Red Guardian sitting in sort of a conference-y bit. There is a lot of nice stuff here. You've sort of got a table that's a unique table. I've not seen that. There is at the back, there is a stickered piece of a news broadcast, which is cool, about the new Avengers. And you can see Bucky on the floor below, sitting in sort of an Avengers like meeting room. You get 2 seats in there. Again, not much is going on, but for what they have, I think they've used the space well. I like the Avengers logo on the window. I think that looks really cool. And if we go to the bottom floor, there's really not much on the bottom floor. There's this tiny reception, which you can barely fit anyone in there. It would have been cool to get a receptionist minifigure, but also I realized I know why they didn't. I don't think anyone would care for that. But yeah, as you can see, there is also some blocks you can attach to. So again, my theory that you can attach this to other sets, probably true. As you can see, the connector pieces there. But yeah, I think all in all, that looks great. And as you can see from one of the other set pictures, there is a better look at the news broadcast. And there's Sentry having a milkshake of some sort in the room there. And then you can see Doctor Doom locked up. And I think what an awesome design that is. What an awesome design. I love the curving of it. I love the color of it. I think it looks awesome. The fact it looks so like realistic, like it actually does. It looks so cool. I love it. Here are the minifigures for this set. Once again, Doctor Doom, no arm printing. So annoying. Anyway, Yelena, she looks awesome. The last time we had her was in the Black Widow set, so this is really cool to get her again. This time with the short hair, which is awesome, and the blonde hair. I don't like the facial expression, I won't lie. And the suit, I don't know, I think it needed to be a bit darker. I get why they didn't, probably, because they didn't want to make it, you know, they wanted to add the detail to it, but I think it needed to be a bit darker. I do like, though, that she has dual molded legs and printing on the legs and the feet and all across the torso. I think it's great. Would have been cool to get arm printing, but nonetheless. Then we have Winter Soldier, aka Bucky Barnes. Love the arm printing on him. He looks awesome. The face expression looks great. I love the hair. Love the new Avengers logo on his torso. He looks great all around. I love his minifigure. Then we have Red Guardian. This as well is our first time getting Red Guardian since the Black Widow sets, which is really cool. Loving the loving the helmet, the torso as well, and the legs printing and the feet printing all look great. His suit looks awesome. Then we have the Human Torch, and this time we actually get him as Human Torch form, which is awesome that we now have both. We have obviously his human form from the Fantastic Four set, and now we get him as the Human Torch, which is awesome. I think it's a really great set, really great minifigure, sorry. That hair is just so cool, and I can see them using that for Ghost Rider if we get a set for that. Obviously, that's just been announced with Ryan Gosling, and I really hope we do. But yeah, I can see that them using that. Yeah, but he just looks great. I love that we've got him in action form. That's really cool. I wish we'd got some like pieces with him, like some fire pieces, maybe to attach to his hands. That would have made it even cooler. Then we have Sentry, who as well was from Thunderbolts. He is awesome. I do have a few gripes with him. His suit and torso looks great. I'm not sure why they used the cape, the cloth cape, when they've been using the plastic for everyone else other than Doctor Doom. Doesn't make sense to me. I don't know, maybe they just don't have the cloth cape. Maybe they don't have the cape in that color in the plastic version. But yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. I do like his facial expression. I love his hair. His hair could be used for so many things. I love the curtains on that. It looks so cool. And if we just take a look at Sentry, though, there is one thing I want to talk about. Why the dark hair? Why the dark hair? He has blonde hair in the film, in Thunderbolts. I don't know, maybe it changes in Doomsday, but I don't know. Like, as you can see, everything else looks really accurate. The suit looks so accurate. It looks great. But the dark hair just doesn't... I don't know why they went with that. I don't know why they went with the dark hair. They could have gone with the light hair. I'm not even bothered about the shaping of the hair, because I just think that hairstyle looks great anyway. But the dark hair, at least make it like dark blonde rather than dark brown. I don't know. That feels like a misstep from Lego for me, but personally, but there you go. And then I did just want to take a look at at Red Guardian, as he has his Avengers Doomsday minifigure, and his last minifigure was actually in the Black Widow San Diego Comic-Con exclusive set, which I do own, which is really cool. That was his last minifigure in 2020. And I wanted to take a look at the differences. So here they are side by side, and as you can see, there is a major difference. And I love both, but I really like the Doomsday set. So obviously there was the torso printing has changed, the facial expression has changed, the beard is thicker now, which I really like, as his beard has grown thicker. Obviously there's no hair for this one, but obviously you could use the hair from the SDCC one and put it on. He's got a mask now, a helmet rather. He doesn't come with a shield in the Doomsday set, but again, you could use that from the SDCC version if you don't mind swapping and switching. And he didn't actually have any leg printing in his SDCC version, but he does in Doomsday, which is really cool that he's got the leg and feet printing, and he's also got the printing across the torso as well, which is really awesome, as you can see there. So I just wanted to take a look at that, as I think he looks really cool in both, but especially in Doomsday. So that is all of the sets in their entirety. So that is 76345, 76347, 76348, and 76352. Let me know what you guys think of these sets. Do you like these sets? I know everyone hates them. I know there's a lot of discourse. I think the minifigures alone are just absolutely spectacular. We are so lucky to get those minifigures. Like, that is crazy. I really think that Lego have treated us with these. Personally, it really does take me back to my childhood when the film will come out and you get the sets before. Nonetheless, I do also hope we get some more sets from Avengers Doomsday. Perhaps they can release after the film, not to spoil anything, because there are still so many more characters I'd love to see in minifigure form that are in Doomsday, and obviously there's so many characters in the film. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. I love to hear it all. And yeah, I'll see you all on the next video.